guys, welcome back to my channel once again, and I am back with another one. So yeah guys, I'm back with another reaction, and this time I'm going to be reacting to top 10 Hunter x Hunter anime moments. This is one of the best animes of all time, as in anyone can watch it. Not anyone. I don't know if kids can watch it. Some parts, but it's a really awesome anime, guys. You guys should go check it out. Before I start the video, let me say some of my moments in Hunter x Hunter moments, guys. Number 1, when Keymulla ripped that guy's heart out. Oh my god, it was epic. Number 2, the fight between Hisoka and Gon. Although Hisoka is creepy as fuck, I enjoyed that fight. The one they were at the Heavens Arena, that was freaking awesome, man. Damn. Yes, and also number 3, which will be number 1, but number 3 in order. Kurapika versus Uvogi. Oh my god. Who knew? As in, no one. Let me not lie to you. I never thought Kurapika was going to beat that guy. Okay, but the way he beat that guy's ass, oh my god, he kicked his ass like nobody's business. Ooh, that was a massacre. And also number 4, the fight between Gon and the bomber. As in, Gon, first of all, we all thought that he lost his hands over there, man. I thought he lost his hand, then he also lost his head because he was out of his mind. But the way he beat him was awesome, but it was reckless, but it was also another badass moment for me. Number 5 or number 6, the number we are in, the fight between Pito and Gon. My brother, it was awesome, man. What the fuck are you saying? Though Gon had to pay a hefty price, man. Why is that kid usually so reckless, man? And also another badass moment for me was when we discovered about Kilo's the youngest sibling. I don't know if it's a brother or a sister, because they call it an it. Sometimes they call it a she, or they call her a he, or he a her. You know, that kid was a monster, man. A monster as in a monster of mass destruction. But like they say, the kids' ability are not the ones which are bad. It's the greed of people. Because when you fulfill one wish, the next person is going to pay a hefty price. If that wish is not fulfilled, or if the requests are not fulfilled, that person and the people they love, they're killed or something. But man, that ability is awesome. Anyway. But so the bad thing is that if it went into the wrong hands. Okay, guys, those are some of the baddest moments for me in Hunter x Hunter. And also when Gon was healed by Kilo's youngest sibling. Yeah. Anyway, guys, enough talk. Let's get into the video. Let's go. I'm psyched for this.
I'll click the link in the description to download Cross Chronicle for free. Hunter x Hunter is how you do shonen anime right. The 2011
Am I the only one who never wanted Meruem to die, man? After he discovered, oh my god, this was badass. Damn! When Kilo went to blow off some steam.
Suffer from an inevitable drop in quality. Over time, plot lines tend to get unimaginative, characters get tired and stop evolving, and even the animation suffers too. It's a disease that gets to the best of them. Thankfully, Hunter x Hunter doesn't go through that. The retelling of the story of Godfrey, a young boy whose dream of being a professional hunter takes him on a path of adventure and danger, starts pretty slow. But as the
it starts so gently, but then as the adventures go on, it becomes more gruesome, more
and better with each episode and each arc. Initially
more awesome,
it
each arc becomes more interesting
until the line between the good and bad guys are so blurred, you just don't know what to think. The storytelling's tight, every character's fleshed out and memorable.
The fight between Meruem-sama and Meruem-sama. Yes, the fight between Meruem-sama and Netero. Oh my
never let you
goodness.
down.
It was beautiful, man.
Hunter x Hunter also has moments of pure brilliance that shock and awe. It's only appropriate that we dedicate today's video to the top 10 moments from the show.
Oh my god.
This was when I got hooked. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? When you're still talking, your heart has already been
start off with Killua's one-shot kill.
Yeah.
This is one of those moments where the darkness of Hunter x Hunter smacks you in the face without
Yep.
warning. It comes as early as episode 11 in the Hunter exam arc. Gon, Killua, Kurapika, and Leorio, 4 friends and hunters-to-be, must defeat a team of notorious prisoners to make it through to the next round. Killua Zoldyak's matched against Jonas the Dissector, a mass murderer known for dismembering his victims with his bare hands. It seems to be an unequal match, but not how we think. In a flash, Killua plucks Jonas's heart out of his chest with his bare hands, leaving his teammates terrified, except for Gon, who explains to them calmly that
but then
Killua
Gon
is
knew
from a
that.
family of elite assassins. It's hard to believe the easygoing kid we first saw riding a skateboard is a cold-blooded murderer for hire, whose kill switch may come on at any time.
Yeah. And then he gave back his heart. This kid is a psychopath. But as the show evolves, everyone becomes a psychopath. Ooh, the punch when Jean when
Leorio,
Leorio
much
punches
older than
Jean,
his
man.
teen
This
years,
was
is a big brother figure
this
to
was
Gon
the
and
most
rest of his
satisfying
friends.
punch ever.
He takes
Because
his
Jean was
role
being an
very
asshole, not
seriously, and this
as in not
becomes
like
clear
that.
in
He's an
episode
asshole.
140 when he lectures Jing for being an absent father to Gon. Jing abandoned Gon as a baby to pursue a career as a hunter, and while Gon bears him no ill will and even aspires to be like him, his friends aren't too thrilled with Jing's parental neglect. Leorio is enraged when Jing refuses to commit to visiting Gon, who's barely held on to his life and sanity after a particularly
look at what he's
bruising
saying as
battle
he said that he wanted me to visit, and the kid is dying. This kid is
one
dying.
immensely satisfying, then-powered punch to Jing's smug face. Gotta say, you deserve that, Jing.
Yeah. And I knew he could have missed that, but he didn't because he knew he deserved it. Yeah. This was a moment, my brothers, my friends. This was a moment.
Speed and godlike reflexes meet in this next moment when Killua shows why he may be the coolest customer in the Hunter universe. Up against the beast-like being one of 3 royal guards in the service of the Chimera and King Meruem, Killua goes into God Speed mode, an ability that, as its name suggests, allows him to move and react above and beyond the limits of his body for a short period of time. Transformed into a silver streak of raw power,
these guys when they're kids, what if they became teens or grew up? They would be monsters, man. These kids are going to be monsters. But too bad the anime ended. But the manga still, I think the manga is continued.
It also serves as a reminder of Killua's dark past, because this ability and power are born of the family-imparted torture training and electric shocks that formed the young assassin's childhood.
This kid was tortured as a kid. He's still lucky, but he was being tortured. That's how he endured his. Damn, the fight between Pito and Kite. Damn, when Gon turned up.
Up next we have Kite's death. Of the many friends and villains Gon meets on his journey, none perhaps has the impact that Kite does on the young hunter. A chance to find his father leads Gon to Kite, Jing's former student. Instead, the two form a strong bond despite not spending much time together.
This was the moment I knew that Kite was either going to die.
Kite, Gon, and
take
Killua
this
find
to
themselves
your
up
dad.
against Pito.
I'm not gonna leave
Another one
this,
of
man.
Meruem's
Let's just say like I'm
guards.
going to
Heavily
die.
disadvantaged against the Chimera Ant, Kite sacrifices himself to save the two boys. The sight of Pito nestling Kite's lifeless head in her lap is one of the most disturbing moments in Hunter x Hunter. Again, coming with absolutely no warning. More profoundly, Kite's death is the catalyst for a sea change in Gon's character at a later stage, and for one of the most iconic moments in anime history.
From being a good kid to he turned dark, man. As in Gon turned
in more ways than one.
Yeah.
特質系となった私は
Ooh!
どの系統の能力を 100% 引き出す
This should be among the
これが今の
number
私
one,
の力
man.
エンペラータイプ
Emperor time!
Killua's
Emperor
God Speed is
time!
more inspiring but not altogether surprising. Kurapika's Emperor Time is just as amazing and quite unexpected. The lone survivor of the Gordar clan bears a deep grudge against the Phantom Troop.
This is such an
yet
epic
these
scene, man.
massacre
This
his
is so
people for their
freaking
scarlet
awesome.
eyes. This thirst for revenge shapes much of Kurapika's character, but his Nen ability, which takes the form of 5 chains on his right hand that have been specially conjured to bring down the spiders, as the troop members are called. In the battle against Uvogin, Kurapika reveals a frightening power that elevates the thinking hunter to a terrific combatant, which many of us may not have expected. Emperor Time takes over when Kurapika's eyes turn scarlet, transforming the natural conjurer into a specialist with 100% control over all 6 Nen categories. It's a power that doesn't quite fit the young man with a gentle voice. While on the one hand, Kurapika uses Emperor Time at a great risk to his own life, on the other hand, he offers to spare Uvogin's life if he answers his questions with honesty. This duality is a masterful summary of Hunter x Hunter's innate ability.
And then when he was fighting and the moon was red. Oh my god.
Kicking off the top 5, we have the moment Gon and the Hunters infiltrate the palace in the kingdom of East Gordo for their final assault on Meruem. Entering a portal previously placed by expert infiltrator and member of the Hunter Association Nog, Gon and gang immediately run into Yubi sitting on the staircase leading to the king's chamber. To get to Meruem, they must get past this powerful enemy first. Meanwhile, a second simultaneous castle invasion is underway, this time from the sky. Hunter Association Chairman Isaac Madero and Killua's grandfather Zeno Zoldiak crash land on Pito and Poof, the third royal guard, in a meteor shower of dragon aura. As the animation switches to slow motion to capture the emotion on each face during the twin
they had to go slow motion so that you could be able to capture all the moments,
unexpected outcomes, some of which will come up later on in this video. At this point, we can only wait to see how Meruem, his powers not yet revealed, will meet the Hunter's challenge.
Creepy. My god, the requiem to honor the dead Uvogin.
The next moment's pure poetry. A beautiful
oh man, this was sad seeing Kurapika believe that
plan to raid the Mafia community's auction.
The Phantom Trooper died.
Kidnaps the Nostrade family's daughter
and his whole ability was based on his revenge for the Phantom Trooper, what they did to his clan. Like everything he lived for, like for revenge against this guy.
The rest of the spiders to head for the auction venue and go wild, even as he engages the Mafia hitmen sent after him. It's a brilliant spectacle of mayhem, charismatic villains.
Guys, I'm so hungry. It's lunchtime.
Antagonist groups in shonen anime get. The spiders come across as a close-knit family and not a group of unfeeling thieves. The Vines, as a rule, welcome anyone who kills a member into their fold, and they might not be averse to slaughtering a room full of people, but they're more than their villainy, and this requiem beautifully captures this complexity.
Right, brother.
From a moment of beauty to one of great sadness. At the beginning, it's hard to think of Meruem as anything but a murderous mutant whose first action is to kill his mother. But a single chance encounter with the blind and clumsy Komugi turns his character completely on its head. What starts off as a game to kill time takes Meruem on a life-altering journey that confounds him as much as it does us. It's fascinating to see this cruel and violent king grow a heart and to be brought to his knees, not by a skilled hunter, but a defenseless human girl. At the risk of giving away the story, Meruem, close to death and almost blind after an epic final battle, seeks out Komugi, who's also fatally wounded. The chapter on their unlikely friendship closes with a final game of Gungi that's sure to bring tears to the most hardened hearts, making an antagonist like Meruem capable of such raw emotion and making it believable is perhaps one of Hunter x Hunter's biggest achievements.
This was one of the most epic fights in the show. Woo! This was creepy, man. He knocked his heart that when he died, the bomb will affect everything around him. So even if Meruem would have lost, would have won the fight. The poison in the bomb that he put in his heart was lethal. It was lethal. It was going to kill him eventually. That's what killed him.
It just so happens that the wily old hunter holds the winning card against his seemingly invincible opponent. Nadero unleashes a final attack, a suicide bomb that triggers only when his heart stops. Before this ultimate sacrifice, he shows his enemy one last act of kindness, fulfilling his wish of knowing the name left to him by his dying mother.
Yeah.
The victorious but defeated Meruem admits the old hunter had him at checkmate all along, and that Dero gets a send-off that few mentors in shonen anime manage to achieve.
Even the other two ants died like that. And they were not even in the bomb. They were just close to. They went to their site after the
If you
bombing.
haven't already noticed, the hero of this series, Gon, is barely featured on this list, but that all changes right now. The most memorable moment in Hunter x Hunter belongs to the boy whose story this is, after all.
Man, I
It
love
also
Gon,
ties
man.
up
His
with another
character is
moment
awesome.
earlier on the list, Kite's death. In the inevitable fight to the death between Gon and Pito that we knew was coming, Gon's forced to face the truth of Kite's death, but instead of
I said this was one of my best
he's
moments.
overcome by grief and hate and snaps, setting
My
off
gosh.
undoubtedly the most terrifying transformation in anime history. Sacrificing his life energy and all of his nen abilities, Gon turns into an older, stronger, and altogether unrecognizable version of himself. Gon is the light from his eyes. Only a blind desire for revenge exists. Gon too is Pito's earlier confidence, and only fear remains. The sides have been completely switched. What ensues is a brutal, one-sided takedown where the lines between good and bad blur to such an extent,
Wow.
it's hard to
He
see
kicked
actually
Pito's
who's right
ass
and
like
who's
nobody's
wrong. We no longer
business, man.
recognize the monster with dead eyes beating an already lifeless Pito to a pulp. Is this
You're
really
so
the
mad.
kind-hearted Gon we all
Ah,
love?
there he-
Will
oh
ever
my
be
God, he
back?
jumped his hands
Hunter x
inside
Hunter
him.
is a pinnacle of
Destroyed
darkness
even his
in this
arm,
devastating moment that we may
Gon
never
is so
recover from.
reckless. Gross.
That brings us to the end of this video. Which of these moments are your favorite from Hunter x Hunter? Write to us and let us know.
Guys, I already said my favorite moments at the beginning of the video, man. This show is really awesome, you guys. You should go check it out. I don't think I have more to say about this video since I already said it at the beginning, and I really enjoyed like reminiscing and going back to reminding myself of how I started this show and how much I love it. And guys, if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to subscribe. The meat is good. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell for new updates, and see you in my next video, guys. Bye.